Be careful. The next 3 days are extremely crucial for you because someone has found that you are blessed with special spiritual gifts. God has an urgent message for you today about this discovery that's about to change everything in your life. You've been sensing that people around you are starting to notice something different about your energy, your wisdom, and your connection to the divine. This isn't just random attention. It's sacred timing orchestrated by God Himself. This message comes with love to prepare you for the spiritual recognition that's coming your way and help you handle this divine transition with grace and confidence. As you hear these words, know that God sees the spiritual awakening that's happening around you right now. People are beginning to recognize the divine light that shines through you, and this recognition will bring both blessings and challenges. It's normal to feel nervous or unprepared when others start seeing your spiritual gifts. But remember that God has been preparing you for this moment your entire life. This discovery is your chance to step into your true calling and transform not just your own life, but the lives of everyone around you. You're receiving this warning because the next 72 hours are critical preparation time for your spiritual elevation. Even when visibility feels scary or overwhelming, trust that this recognition is a divine blessing because God only reveals His chosen vessels when they're ready to serve His greater purpose. As you think about these next 3 days, take time to examine what spiritual gifts others are starting to see in you. Just like a lighthouse becomes visible to ships during a storm, your spiritual light can no longer be hidden from those who need guidance. People are drawn to your peace, your wisdom, and the way you handle life's challenges with faith. Hold on to your humility and authenticity, but let go of fear and self-doubt that make you want to hide your gifts. Just like a butterfly can't stay in its cocoon forever, your spiritual transformation is becoming visible to the world around you. This recognition isn't meant to overwhelm you, but to elevate you, preparing you for the ministry and service God has planned for your life. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is accept that others see the divine working through you. Your spiritual gifts are being revealed because someone needs exactly what you have to offer, and God is positioning you to be found by the right people at the right time. This recognition of your spiritual gifts is more than just people noticing something special about you. It's a divine checkpoint activating your true purpose in life. It's time for you to find the courage to step into your calling publicly, knowing that God wouldn't reveal your gifts unless you were ready to use them. There's a loving plan unfolding in your life, and this discovery is part of God's perfect timing to bring the right people into your path. Challenging moments of visibility might be ahead, but see them as opportunities to fulfill your spiritual destiny. Every person who recognizes your gifts is being divinely guided to you for a reason. When people start seeking your advice, coming to you with their problems, or commenting on your different energy, reach out in prayer for wisdom. God is always here to give you the right words, the right guidance, and the right discernment to help others while protecting your own spirit. In your prayers, you'll find the confidence you need to embrace this spiritual responsibility. This recognition isn't happening by accident. It's God's way of launching you into the ministry He's been preparing you for your entire life. As we've discussed preparing for your spiritual emergence, I'd like to help prepare you for continued divine guidance during this transition. If these messages about spiritual recognition and calling resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more guidance for emerging spiritual leaders and those stepping into their divine purpose. Pay attention to the clear signs that people are recognizing your spiritual gifts. During these crucial 3 days, these aren't just everyday interactions. They are divine confirmations that your calling is being revealed. As you move through today, notice when strangers start conversations about deep topics with you. When people ask for your advice about situations they've never discussed with you before, or when you find yourself in the right place at exactly the right time to help someone. You might experience unusual synchronicities like seeing repeated numbers, hearing the same spiritual message from different sources, or having prophetic dreams about people who later contact you. For guidance, technology might glitch when you're in deep prayer or meditation. Animals and small children might be unusually drawn to your presence, or people might comment that you have a different energy or unusual peace about you. Trust your inner knowing about who's genuinely recognizing your gifts versus who might have other motives. That quiet voice inside will tell you which invitations to spiritual conversations are divinely orchestrated and which ones to approach with caution. These recognition moments are like divine appointments, showing you exactly who God is bringing into your life for mutual blessing and growth. Notice them, honor them, and let them guide your understanding of how God wants to use your gifts. Remember, you're not facing this spiritual emergence alone. God is with you every step of the way, surrounding you with love and protection as your gifts become visible to others. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual mentors, and heavenly helpers, all working to guide you through this transition into spiritual leadership. This recognition is designed to elevate you, not expose you to harm. And every part of this process is under divine control and protection. Feel grateful for being chosen for this visible spiritual service, for it shows how much God trusts you with His sacred work. Each person who recognizes your gifts brings you closer to fulfilling the calling God has placed on your life. The universe holds you safely during this spiritual emergence, and nothing can harm you when you're operating in God's will. Your spiritual gifts are not a burden, but a blessing that will open doors you never imagined possible, and connect you with a community of faith that will support your journey. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your spiritual emergence right now. When people start recognizing your gifts at exactly the moment when you're spiritually mature enough to handle the responsibility, that's sacred orchestration at work. These next 3 days show you're connected to God's master plan for your spiritual influence, living in perfect harmony with divine guidance for your calling. As these signs of recognition become clearer, let them build your confidence in your spiritual identity. Each confirmation shows you're being positioned for greater service and impact. Pay attention to these divine appointments and trust their timing. They aren't random spiritual encounters. They're part of a loving plan to connect you with the people who need your specific gifts and wisdom. Keep your heart open to these messages of recognition and calling. The more you accept and embrace them, the clearer your spiritual path becomes. God's timing for revealing your gifts to others is always perfect, even when it feels sudden or overwhelming to you. Just as you receive these divine messages about your spiritual emergence, your support helps us continue sharing guidance with others who are stepping into their spiritual calling. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important messages to reach those who feel called but scared to embrace their spiritual gifts publicly. As you prepare for these 3 crucial days of spiritual recognition, believe that this visibility can lead to incredible spiritual growth and impact. Just like a seed must break through the soil to reach the sunlight it needs to flourish, your spirit gets stronger when your gifts are no longer hidden from the world. God arranges these spiritual revelations perfectly, even when public recognition feels uncomfortable at first. Focus on preparing your heart and mind, because inner readiness is what carries you through transitions into spiritual leadership. When you stay true to your calling and keep your spirit open to guidance, amazing transformations begin happening in your life and in the lives of everyone you touch. Ministry opportunities you never thought possible start opening up before you. Every step you take toward accepting your spiritual identity brings you closer to the powerful, wise version of yourself that God always intended. Stay authentic in your faith, because your genuine relationship with God is your greatest strength. During this spiritual emergence, the world needs what you have to offer, and these 3 days are just the beginning of your spiritual influence expanding. As you prepare for these 3 pivotal days, make it a daily habit to say, "I am divinely prepared for my spiritual calling." Speak these words with complete confidence each morning. Before you start your day, this simple practice builds a foundation of spiritual strength that uncertainty cannot shake. When doubt creeps in about whether you're ready for this recognition, or when the responsibility feels too heavy, pause and breathe deeply. Use this quiet moment to connect with the divine power that lives inside you and has always been preparing you for this time. Trust that God has equipped you with everything you need and begin each morning thanking Him for choosing you for this sacred work. When you fill your thoughts with gratitude and spiritual confidence, you create space for miracles to flow through your ministry. Spend time in evening reflection, reviewing the divine appointments and spiritual conversations that happen during your day. Your faith and preparation are the keys that unlock your ability to serve others with wisdom and compassion. Prayer is your direct line to receiving guidance about how to handle each person and situation that comes your way. During this time of spiritual recognition, you're not just growing personally, but also becoming someone who can guide others who are afraid of their own spiritual gifts. This experience gives you the perfect opportunity to show God's love by creating safe spaces for spiritual growth and authentic sharing. Each day brings new chances to strengthen your faith while mentoring those who are still hiding their calling. As you pray for wisdom and connect with God about your emerging ministry, remember to build relationships with other spiritual leaders who can support your journey. Your courage to step into visibility can inspire others who have been waiting for permission to embrace their own gifts. Use your story of spiritual emergence to encourage someone else who feels called but scared. Welcome each day as a chance to build spiritual community, creating connections based on genuine faith rather than religious performance. In this journey of spiritual leadership, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through prayer and wisdom, building a network of authentic believers who aren't afraid to let their light shine brightly in a world that desperately needs hope and divine guidance. In closing, as we face these next 3 crucial days and whatever spiritual recognition they may bring, let's move forward with excitement and spiritual readiness. Be prepared to welcome God's plan for your visibility. Embrace conversations about faith with courage and recognize each divine appointment as a sacred blessing. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's perfect timing for your spiritual emergence. You are walking toward your destiny, surrounded by divine love and strengthened by faith. Keep declaring, "I am divinely prepared for my spiritual calling," and watch as God opens doors you never imagined possible. Your time of hiding is over. Your season of spiritual influence has begun. If this message has prepared your heart for spiritual recognition and calling, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more guidance on stepping into your divine purpose. Hit the notification bell so you never miss messages meant for emerging spiritual leaders like yourself. When you share this warning, you help other gifted believers find courage to step forward. Each person who receives this message through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy. Dear Lord, please give us boldness to embrace our spiritual calling and wisdom to serve others with your love. Amen. If this message has awakened your understanding of your spiritual gifts, consider blessing this ministry with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us reach other believers ready to step into their calling. Please share in the comments your spiritual breakthrough stories or divine messages you'd like to hear about embracing your calling. Your testimonies encourage others to step forward in faith